Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraaya Namaste Babhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. So regularly we're singing the Nrsimha Stotra. We're saying we offer our respects to Lord Narasimha, who is giving bliss to his devotees like Prahlad Maharaj, and chiseling at the hearts of the demons like Hiranyakashipu. The lion is very appropriate form of the Lord, because the lion has a loving relationship with its own cubs, but with other people, of course, we're fearful of the lion. The lion is the king of the jungle. It's appropriate Lord Narasimha is here in this place, right? We don't see lions in the cities or in the towns. The lion is the king of the jungle. So he's at home here in this place. And we've come here to worship him. He gives bliss to the devotees. Prahlad Maharaj was not afraid. Others were afraid of Lord Narasimha, especially when they saw him in his Ugra form. Seeing him angry, they were afraid. But Prahlad Maharaj was not afraid. So the Lord Narasimha is giving pleasure to his devotees and chiseling at the hearts of the demons like Hiranyakashipu. For the demons, of course, they are fearful of Lord Narasimha, because they know Lord Narasimha has come to challenge them, to show them, you are not the God, you are not the Supreme. Hiranyakashipu was thinking he was God, he was the Supreme. But Lord Narasimha came and took away everything from him. Prahlad Maharaj says, why should we endeavor for material things? My father worked so hard, he struggled for so long to get the great empire, to control even the heavenly planets, and even the demigods were worshipping him. But in one moment, everything was taken from him by the sharp claws of Lord Narasimha. So Lord Narasimha, we sing about Lord Narasimha every day, that he gives bliss to the devotees like Prahlad and chisels at the hearts of the demons. The devotees always see Lord Narasimha everywhere. Lord Narasimha is within and Lord Narasimha is without. So this is the vision of the devotee, to see, just like Prahlad, Hiranyakashipu asked him, where is this God? Where is he? And then he suggested to Prahlad, is he in this pillar? And Prahlad said yes, because Prahlad is a pure devotee. And he sees the Lord everywhere. He's within everything, and he's outside of everything. So that is the vision of the topmost devotee. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna also describes Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam chamai pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sarvame na pranashyati. For one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me, I am never lost to him, nor is he ever lost to me. So we want to develop that vision, seeing the Lord everywhere, right? Seeing he's within and he's without. In Ishopanishad, these kind of things are also stated. Lord Narasimha appears. Somebody asked one time, does Lord Narasimha come in the Kali Yuga? Well, of course he does come in the form of his Archa Vigraha. And he did also come in the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Right? The Chankazi got darshan of Lord Narasimha. Quite an experience for the Chankazi. The Chankazi, of course, had broken the Madanga drum. And so that night, Lord Narasimha appeared to the Chankazi and sat on his chest and took him by the throat and told him, if you ever break my Madanga drum again, I will rip you to shreds. And just to convince him that he meant it, Lord Narasimha drew his lotus nails across the chest of the Chankazi. And the Chankazi revealed this to Lord Chaitanya in Mayapur at the time when Lord Chaitanya had brought the devotees to protest because the Chankazi was trying to stop the Sankirtan movement. So Lord Chaitanya organized a civil disobedience protest, and lakhs of devotees all came, and they had a big Sankirtan, and they went to the home of the Chankazi. And the Chankazi came and met with Lord Chaitanya, who was known as Nimai Pandit at that time. And the Chankazi requested to Lord Chaitanya that, I want to meet you in private. I have something very confidential to tell you. And Lord Chaitanya said, no, it's all right. Whatever you have to say, you can speak in front of these people. They're all my intimate friends. So then the Chankazi told about how he'd had that dream and how Lord Narasimha, half lion, half man, ferocious form had come and warned him never again to ever damage his devotees' Madanga. So that was the appearance of Lord Narasimha. Certainly he does come in the Kali Yuga. There were many great devotees who worshipped Lord Narasimha. Sridhar Swamy, the original commentator on Srimad Bhagavatam, he was a devotee of Lord Narasimha. And another devotee of Lord Narasimha was Srivas Pandit. Now Srivas Pandit is an expansion of Narada Muni, coming in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. And Srivas Pandit was worshipping Lord Narasimha. And so there are many nice devotees of Lord Narasimha. Worshipping Lord Narasimha is, of course, something which you have to do with caution. If you don't do it properly, then you will offend the Lord. Gaur Nitai are very merciful. They can be worshipped by Kirtan, Srila Prabhupada said. Other deities are more strict. So Lord Narasimha also, in the worship of Lord Narasimha, you have to be very careful and do it properly. The main principles are punctuality and cleanliness. Srila Prabhupada stressed these two things in the deity worship, that everything must be spotlessly clean and must be punctual. So it's a tradition in our temples to try to keep up these standards, worshipping in a very punctual manner and keeping everything very clean. So worship of Lord Narasimha can be done, but must be done very carefully, very properly. Devotees have to understand the responsibility, inviting the Lord to appear. So the deity here is worshipped every day. The pujari comes every day. They have to come all the way, just like we come up. But it's not the same person doing the puja every day. They have some roster. The devotee who we met yesterday at Bhargav Nrsimha is here today. So they move around, they take turns. But anyway, you can understand something, how the deity worship is maintained. Just like in our ISKCON temples, we have also rosters, different devotees taking turns to do the artis, Mongol arti. So, worshipping the deity, Archana. Who achieved perfection performing Archana? Prithu Maharaj. Described in the 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. How Prithu Maharaj worshipped the Lord by performing yagyas. And he was able to invoke the presence of the 4 Kumaras, different great personalities all came to attend the yagyas of Prithu Maharaj. So when the deity worship is done properly, then great personalities come. In our temple in London, rather Londonishwara temple, not Bhaktivedanta Manor, but in the old temple at Bury Place, the original temple in London, Srila Prabhupada instructed that there should be 2 asanas put on either side of the altar. He said 1 seat for Lord Brahma and 1 seat for Narada Muni. He said they like to come for the arti. They like to come and hear the kirtan and see the arti. So in this way the Lord is worshipped. Lord Narasimha should be worshipped also very nicely, very carefully. You see in Mayapur, the deity Lord Narasimha was brought there. It happened that Mayapur temple was attacked one time. There was some gang of dacoits came. They had heard that the deities which we were worshipping were solid gold, and they wanted to steal the deities. So they came, and they had bombs and guns, and they came and attacked the temple and tried to steal the deities, and the devotees, of course, resisted. And at one point, the dacoits, they threw a bomb, and it blew off the leg of the devotee who is today Bhakti Raghava Swamy. That's how he lost his leg. It was blown off by some dacoits while he was defending the temple there in Mayapur. So after the temple was attacked, then this was Srila Prabhupada had already left the planet. Srila Prabhupada was not on the planet at that time. But the devotees thought it would be appropriate if we could bring Lord Narasimha there, because Lord Narasimha protects the devotees. He's a protector, just like he came to protect Prahlad Maharaj. So in the same way, it was decided that if we bring the deity of Lord Narasimha, then it will protect the Mayapur temple. So in this way they decided to bring the deity, but the devotees wanted to get this form Ugra Narasimha, which is very, very rarely worshipped. We see Shanta Narasimha, Yoga Narasimha, like that in different forms of Lord Narasimha. But it's rare that there is Ugra Narasimha. And to get the mystery to carve that deity was also very difficult. What's the name of the book where they make the deities? Kumbhakonam. And Lord Narasimha was also made there.
Yes,
Kumbhakonam. Panchatattva were made there. And Lord Narasimha also made there. So there were many pastimes with the carving of the deity. They have to get a very special piece of marble, and there's an insect which lives in the marble, and it eats its way through the marble. And when they find that marble, then they understand this is living stone, because they can see that the insect has gone through the marble. So it's understood that marble, that stone will be very good for the deity because it's got life. So they had to wait to get the appropriate stone to do the carving. And then after they finished carving the deity, and then they brought it to Mayapur and said, the building where the deity was carved, it all burst into flames after they moved the deity. So the deities can see. They don't just eat, right? We're offering food to them regularly, so we think the deity eats. But the deity also sees and he also hears. Generally, we make the offering, we offer by chanting mantras. So the deity hears the offerings being made. The deity also sees, doesn't only just eat. So sometimes the deity will also speak to the devotees. Of course, that is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Shakshi Gopal deity, how Shakshi Gopal became the witness for one devotee. So the deity sees, the deity hears, the deity can talk, and we should also talk to the deities. And when we talk to the deities, we should know what to say. You don't want to ask him You don't want to bring all your material desires to the Lord. He hears those things from all the common people. He wants to hear from the devotees. And the devotees, they will want to speak the glories of the Lord and the glories of devotional service. They will want to glorify the name and the form and the qualities and the pastimes of the Lord. That is the business of the devotees. We don't come here just to tell all our troubles, all of our problems, but we want to glorify the Lord, to speak about His wonderful qualities and pastimes, how the Lord is so mercifully residing here in the side of the mountain in the middle of the jungle, just so that we could all come here today and offer and offer respect. Okay. All right, so Prabhu, maybe you want to give the Leela here? Where is
So, Bolo, volume tagichin. Reduce the volume little bit. So happy that you all sat down so nicely, heard His Holiness before you went for darshan. We are following the Guru Parampara. First the Katha and then we can go. And how many of you like the trekking today? You devotees have created a record. You know what time Guru Maharaj had come here? Do you know the time? The update I got from Vishwak Sena is 8:10. Is it correct?
No, 7:40.
Yeah, 7:40.
7:40. Maybe some energy, some information got lost from Krishna to Vivashwan to Manu. It got lost. So again I'm hearing 7:35. Maharaj is here. Do you know what time we came? 8.